Stop before you jump. It's too late. Once you jump, there's only one direction to go with the gravity. The notion of stopping is very important, especially when you're at my age, 73 going 74. When you're young, you want to experience life, you try and learn the lesson, injured here and there, but still you have the energy going on, and the bones may heal better. As you get older, the healing takes time, so you need to be wise. That's by definition the older man. I'm supposed to be one of them, and they should be wiser, going through lots of experiences and learning. And all my videos and the comments that I make is just how I'm trying, not to say I'm anything good or bad or better or worse. I see it to keep on trying and finding the way to make a good judgment, be wise, is critical. Especially when you get older, as your energy level may go down, the impact of making a wrong choice, jumping into something unknown, will be much severe than when you're young. So, older man or woman is supposed to be wise. But it all depends on how we can deal with the habitual pattern and whether or not we can see the situation clearly. So, where I go back is my discipline that I developed, or I try to develop all this 40 years or so, at least 30 years, through Zen, meditation, spiritual research, and practicing and learning the lesson, and going through plan, do, check, act, continuously learning, checking what's going on, what you need to do. You develop a plan and implement, and if you make a mistake, learn from the lesson and keep on doing. And more you do it, better you'll be. And the difference that you make to take action correctly and not making mistake will be much bigger as you get older, because it's just a practice that we repeat. Everybody starts with different setting. Some are lucky to have some good genes or good habit inherited from the parents. Not to say that's an excuse, but all I'm saying is that the past is the past, but recognize it and then start from wherever we are and practicing. And as I mentioned about this forgetting curve for the wrong habit to take place, and the learning curve or the experience curve, that if you keep on practicing good habitual pattern, that would help us to move into the right direction than go into the wrong direction. So keep on learning, keep on growing, be wiser is the name of the game. And along the way, we may be awakened to a wonderful situation, the experience, the bliss. Or I may go back to the bad pattern that may pop up out of nowhere, but they are hidden behind. And if you are not noticing quickly enough, that may overtake. So the idea of stop, there's the shikan, stop and see. That's the idea behind one of the Buddhist teaching, like a vipassana or anapana. Focus on what's going on, observe, stop and observe. When the mind is moving, recognize when it's moving and the impact in your whole body or breathing. So if we catch earlier when we are starting to be diluted with the wrong idea, all bad pattern of mind may come back. Earlier we catch, the better or easier that we can moderate to get back onto the track. Even if it takes time, it's better to get back onto the track and to keep on learning the lesson and trying to catch when things start to go wrong, because there's a sign physiologically in the body of breathing that pops up. So meditation to have this sensitive awareness to realize what's going on. When the mind is jumping around, stop. That's critical. The desire may take off and the fear may take off, and without checking, they may override. So being able to stop before the momentum pick up is one of the critical skills that we should learn from meditation, or just being observant what's going on. Be sensitive to if the muscle is relaxed and the breathing is calm, and you can feel this aliveness in your body, then you are better prepared. Some may be more advanced to pick up those earlier than others. And it may not just depend on the meditation experience, but also related to the background of how they have grown and learned those skills. So the point of this video is sort of like emphasizing the importance of being able to stop. We have this habitual pattern developed living in the modern society, and people think we should do things quickly and get things done and go to the next and the next and the next. So stopping is the opposite direction, but at the same time, we should realize if we're wasting time going into the wrong direction, you may be totally wasting all the energy into the unknown future, but not being able to observe what's going on at this very moment. And the skill is also, if there is something wrong, whether or not we can stay in that calm and quiet mind. And if it's not calm and quiet, still don't do anything. Just stay. Maybe you want to wash the dishes or do something, or pay attention to your breathing, or focus on the life energy in your body, liveliness, or just do some chores. Let the mind settle. Eventually you find the space and the timing of how it can be. In the meantime, I believe our physiology, the way we are developed, is that there's a nature's way to come up with a solution if we let that to happen, just like in sleeping, in the dream, or in the case of meditation, just being quiet or stay quiet. So that's the habitual pattern, to stay quiet instead of mind taking over. We don't have to sit and meditate. You can do it. And then realize what it takes to get back to the sane position that you can see things clearly, and possibly you feel the difference in physiology, that you feel this life energy, aliveness within, and the peace. And then you start to look back, why was it that I was thinking to jump off? Those thoughts may look stupid, because if you have a settled mind, you can see things clearly. That's awakening. And the point of this is keep repeating that experience as much as we can. That's unlearning of the bad habit, which equate to learning the good habit. But the good habit is a nature's way, in a sense that the nature can take over the law of nature or the law of universe, and that's what it is. So it's a relationship to that we call, or I call, law of nature, law of universe, that two dimensions of mind versus the source of our being, where those law of natures are taking place. And that's the paradoxical structure we want to get hang of it. like learning new skills. And the point and the point and the point and my videos often repeat because I see the same habit coming back from any direction. It's a trap coming out of anywhere. On the website, internet, text, mail, reaction of the people, news, media, Facebook, whatever. Lots of stimuli. And can we stop, observe, instead of the habit taking over? That's the question I believe each of us need to look into and have time to reflect. If you're succeeding in that direction, maybe you keep moving. If not, then stop and develop the sense of what I'm saying about this calm and quiet mind, or peace and settled mind. It may take time depending upon the habitual pattern we develop, but that's the beginning of this path and awakening, and keep on moving so that we don't get into the trap and get caught up and lose who we really are. So I'm doing this for my own sake, but if there's anyone listening, I hope there may be some meaning in your listening, because this is something nobody can do but each by ourselves. And that's the question to ponder. Let's stop and observe if we can. Thank you.